Oh my word, it doesn't get any better than that. I've just spent the last 5 minutes talking to this camera that was not on. Unbelievable. At least the audio's right now. At least the audio's working. Good Lord, Bajent, get it together. Get it together. Hello everyone, welcome back to FairlyDeterminedFM. Welcome back to more whatever this is. My name's Chris. I hope you're doing very, very well. Right, let's try this again for a third time now. For a third time, because I did it properly, and then I did it with the crappy audio, and then I did it without the camera on. Third time. We have not been able to buy a win. The last game that you guys will have seen was the Oslo match, which we lost 1-0. That horrible, horrible last, well, it wasn't last minute, but it felt last minute. FMing extraordinaire. Yeah, awful. And then our form just got, it didn't get better. Did it get worse? Not really. I don't know. This whole form from May through to August, this whole section has just been bad. What this sort of showed me was that this part of the season, where we were on a, six game unbeaten streak, was that we were massively overperforming. Like, I think it was, and one of those was a cup game as well. So really it was a 5-game unbeaten streak in the league. I think what it was, we were a bit of a new quantity in the league. Other teams like Jerv and Start and Odds and all the Odds, no, Jerv and Start and some of the other like bigger teams like Salzburg, they were underperforming and we were massively overperforming. So what it said to me was that I needed to go back and sort of look at this and take it for what it was. The actual form of a team of our stature is probably something like this. We're going to get wins, we're going to get draws, we're going to get occasional wins, and then we're going to get sort of humped every now and then 4-2. So what I decided to do was go back to the tactical drawing board a little bit and really, really simplify things. So this is what we were playing before. This is the 4-2-3-1 that we've been playing since the start of the save, more or less. What I did was I went back and I looked at sort of comprehensive highlights for a lot of the games that we lost or underperformed in, and I wanted to try and see what was going wrong. And essentially what I think was going wrong is that it turns out we just don't have the players to play this system, really. We don't have a team that's capable of really pressing high. They don't have the anticipation. They don't have the aggression. They don't have any of that stuff. We don't have the technical ability to do short passing or work the ball into box, and certainly not at a high tempo. We don't really have the pace and acceleration to counter. Again, counter pressing, we don't really have we don't have requisite attributes to do that. We're quite average and below average in a lot of them. There's also a lot of space between our sort of defensive line and our attacking line. And what I was finding was that a lot of the defenders were sort of bypassing the two defensive midfielders because they were a little bit further out of the pitch in the support duty and just punting it forwards, and we were losing possession quite a lot. At the other end of the pitch, Helm hasn't scored since, ignoring that friendly that I've played, Helm hasn't scored since June, and we're now in September. We've got a bit of a problem with chances that we're creating. We've got a problem with sort of long shots going everywhere. We needed to simplify it. We needed to play like a team that isn't overperforming on their position, because that's what we were. We were a team overperforming. We weren't. It was. I don't want to say it was a false position because we played well in those games, but since that sort of mid-season point, it's just gone poorly, really, really poorly. So initially, I tried this 4-3-3, which is which is a much more possession-based system. But again, I made the same mistakes. We don't have the ability to play a high defensive line with a high press. We can't counter press. We can't play quickly. We've got a lower tempo generally, but that means like short passing. We don't have the technical ability. We don't have the technical ability to play out of defense or work into the box. We don't have the technical ability or the physical ability to play the way that I like to play. So we're doing it a bit differently. We're going super, super basic, and we're doing this 4-4-1-1 with a lower tempo. Ignore the play down the right thing. I'll use that for my last friendly. Just take it off. Simplify things. Just a lower tempo. We're just giving the ball to the back line, and we're playing a mid block, standard line mid block. I'm trying to keep the players together and closer together on the pitch, and allow them to move the ball as they see fit, but just to take their time with it. It does allow us to play positive as well. So I like the way it plays. We've got pressing forward at the top instead of an advance forward because I found that they were being isolated too much and also getting caught offside a lot. Pressing forward, I think, is going to be playing sort of our side of the defensive line rather than trying to break those defensive lines. So, trying to sort of combat that a little bit. I've still made space for Lil Lovo. It's kind of like the old 4-4-1-1 we had, where in the last season where we had these two players dropping down into the DM positions. We do remain in 4th in the league. We're on 34 points. We're not safe yet, I don't think. We're 9 points clear of that relegation playoff point, rather. There's 7 games left, so there's still 21 points to play for, and it could all go wrong. And we do have a couple of new players because the transfer window has been and gone as well. So let me introduce you to those two. First player is Frederick Palerud, who we bought from Jerv for free, I think, or 1.9 thousand maybe. Is it 1.9 thousand? 1.9 thousand. Yeah, we got him for 1.9 thousand. He played 40 odd minutes of his first match and got an injury. He's out for 8 days and 2 weeks. But he is a very, very pacey right back. He's got the work rate to get up and down the wings. He's got the off the ball movement as well. He's going to run up and down that right wing a lot. And that's why on that right hand side, we've got an attacking fullback overlapping with. Can I not? Am I not allowed to move my tactic around? There we go. Overlapping with the wide midfielder on this side. The second guy is Saul Crespo. Ignore the down arrows. It's always down arrows. Saul Crespo, free transfer, 27-year-old Spanish playmaker. Yeah, he is he's got a lot of red. He's got a lot of red in his attributes, but the things that I give a crap about for a playmaker, passing, vision, technique, first touch, decisions, kind of, they're all good. I'm happy with that. I'm not going to be asking him to run up and down, although he does have the pace and the acceleration to do that. Those are the two new boys. Tord Salt, kind of a new boy. We sold him for 60,000, but on the proviso that we got a loan back for him. So we've got him for the rest of the season, but it does mean that if we're still here next season, and we may very well not be, that we are going to have to find ourselves a new star centre-back, which is fine. I've stopped doing the press conferences. I thought, I said to myself, I was going to do the press conferences for every single season of the manager's journey this year. Literally halfway through the second season, bored. They're dull as dishwater. We will play. We've got Skevstad in goal. I'm favouring him over Storves at the moment because Storves is just conceding too many easy shots, I feel. Now you watch Skevstad concede the easiest of easy shots. We'll have Gedimini, Hovstad, Begelrud, Fredriksson as the back line, Bettini, Langland, Saul and Mindseth in the middle 4, and then Becken and Helm up top. Yeah, I played a friendly when I probably shouldn't have, and all my really good players are knackered. So this will be fun. Let's see what happens. Helm's in. Helm's in. Score, Helm. Score. No, Helm, you cannot score anymore. What has happened to you? You were like goal machine, but you cannot score. 6.4. That was an absolute golden chance for Helm. Having readjusted my expectations for the season, that first sort of 5 games really made me think that we were onto something, that we were going to be, winning the league. Helm is in. Helm cannot score. Helm cannot score. So I've just sort of readjusted my expectations for the season to just not getting relegated. So a draw here is absolutely fine with me. Swung in. Helm, back post. Oh, what is going on with Andreas Helm? I think I'm just going to start Erstensen, I think, from now on. He's just not good enough. I might bung him in the reserves for a bit as well, just to give him a bit of confidence. Right, we're knackered all over the pitch. I think we'll have Edvard Race on for Gedimini because he's on a booking and quite tired. And apart from that, I can't really make any changes. First highlight, the second half goes their way as well. Gedimini, by the way, gives away penalties like the Christmas presents. Oh, Erstensen. So taking him off serves a third purpose, I think, in that he won't, hopefully, can he give away a penalty from being on the bench? I don't think he can. Jar here for Kisa. They are really comfortable on the ball because we're not pressing them at all. And that's fine. That's what I've told them to do. But it will be maybe if we were to press them a little bit, we could force a... Is that a penalty? Berg over this penalty. Go on, Skevstad. Save it. Save it. Oh. We give away so many penalties as well. Like, so many. Okay, right. I've got to do something. So I am going to push the line of engagement up. And we're going to trigger the press a little bit more often. Got to do something. Have to do something. Demand more. This has been really poor all over the pitch from a lot of players. And what is that? I don't want you punting the ball up. You're meant to be passing the ball out to the defenders. Race clears that only as far as Becken, who doesn't get hold of it. Carver is in. Is that another penalty? No, it's a free kick for us. Carver is offside. Right. Yeah, this has been bad. This has been pretty bad. No one's performing. No one at all. I don't know why I paused that. It's another highlight, and it goes their way again. Berg on the ball, gives it back to Stock. Stock punts it forwards. What's going on here? Bigglesrud, Fredriksson loses the ball. Berg, Cabba is in. Is that going to be another penalty? It's another It's 2-0. See you at the end of the game. Right. It finished 3-1. Good goal from Mersenson. But I've got to show you their winning goal. The one that sealed it. Look at it. Ridiculous. Absolutely. What is that? Why are you punching that, you utter moron? Why would you come out and punch that? Everything's fine. I'm throwing the water bottle at every single one of you. You're all rubbish. I can't. I can't believe how bad that was. We were okay in the Storsdale's Blink game. We played quite well. We played okay in this game as well. It's just the 3 goals came when I made all the substitutions to bring on our worst players. Fredrikstad, pretty good. This, I mean, admittedly there was a lot of rotation, but bloody hell, utter rubbish. We're leaving Arendal at the end of the season, whether we've got a job to go to or not. We're leaving. Because something's got to change. And the easiest thing to change is the club. So, God damn, what a load of crap. Right. See you back here in a couple of days for the second leg of the Fuller Derby. We'll lose that one, trust me. And then Start. We'll definitely lose that one as well because they're a very, very good football team and we're rubbish. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know what you thought down in the comments. Leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you like watching me lose my goddamn mind. All the best. Cheers. Bye.